Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
We finally get an email for a second date update that I can appreciate. Jake emailed us about his second date, said he didn't want to do anything fancy, just keep it casual. Like I keep telling guys, you're trying way too hard.
That is the wrong message.
Most of the second date updates we get, these guys go out of their way to do something elaborate and it never works out for them.
Yeah.
Jake, that was your plan, right? Keep it low-key and casual.
Yeah, exactly. I guess I just wanted to keep it casual because I'm a casual guy. I wanted her to know that I didn't want to try too hard. You know, I like just hanging out with people and spending time. I don't have to do a lot of like crazy adventures or go out to fancy places. Just keep it casual, and usually everyone has a good time.
Okay, did you actually take her out, or did you do like Jubal and just bake her manicotti at your house, stick in a movie, and then start making out with her?
No, I took her out. I found a restaurant that was not the fanciest restaurant by any means.
Nice.
It was kind of a casual place.
So you start off the relationship like that, then anything you do after that that's mildly impressive is way better.
Yep, set the bar
See?
low.
Set your standards low and everything else will be great.
It is nice to have, a laid-back atmosphere to get to know someone.
I guess I got a little more excited than casual, which wasn't my plan. You know, she was looking like a young Susan Sarandon, so I got a little excited.
I mean, hot, but
All right.
It's a young Susan Sarandon.
okay. Haven't heard that one before.
Now I have a mental picture.
So what did you do?
I tried to kiss her on our walk at the end of the date, and she stopped me and said that she doesn't kiss on the first date.
Okay.
And I played it casual. I was like, yeah, no, me too. I don't kiss on the first date either.
I really wish I was playing a drinking game during this explanation and I could take a shot every time he said casual.
Yeah. How'd you play it off? Like you were going in for the kiss, and then she's like, "I don't kiss on the first day." Yeah, me neither. I was
Just gonna get something
I was joking around with you there.
Get something off your face with my mouth.
I wanted to whisper something close to your lips.
Close to your lips.
Yeah, I did. I had found a piece of lint on her shoulder, so I snagged that.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
She knew you were going for the kiss, obviously. She told you that she didn't kiss on the first date.
Yeah, no, I mean, she did, and I think I recovered from that, and we ended the date on good terms. I was looking forward to seeing her again, but
Did she tell you that she wanted to go out again when you were done?
she alluded to it. She said, "Yeah, it'd be great to see each other again," but I haven't been able to get in touch with her, so it's not as casual as I'd like it to be now.
I feel like the thing is when you get a vague answer like that, it's usually like, "Oh yeah, call me. I'm kind of busy."
Well, some girls also say that they don't kiss on the first date too, and I don't know if I believe
If
that.
I like a guy, I always kiss him.
And you don't take no as no.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jose.
Nope.
Some girls say that they don't do it, but you just got to take it from
Yeah.
them. All right, so how many times have you tried to get a hold of her?
I've called her a couple times, and then I usually wait a day or two, and then I've shot her a text too. Again, trying to be casual, but it's been 2 weeks.
Right.
So
Did you say casual this much on your date as well?
I don't remember because when you keep it casual, just anything goes.
All right, Jake, we're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, great.
All right, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Jake, I want to keep it casual, but are you ready to go? Are you ready to call Christine?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Oh, man.
If you're just tuning into the second date update, Jake wants us to call Christine. They went out on what he calls a casual date because he's a casual guy, and he'll let you know at every chance he gets. Right, Jake?
Sounds great.
I'll say
Jake,
casually.
it's not very casual of you to do a second date update. It's pretty direct.
Well, I figured that the casual strategy isn't working.
Okay.
Yeah, gotcha.
All right. And when he went in for a kiss on his first date, she told him she doesn't kiss on the first date. So that was kind of awkward. We're going to call her right now. You ready to go?
Let's do it.
All right. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Christine?
Yeah.
Hey, Christine, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5.
What's that?
It's
The first response.
Yeah, it's an awesome response. It's a radio station. We do a morning show on Moving 92.5. We're calling you because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners. His name is Jake, and he emailed us to get a hold of you because apparently you're not responding to any of his phone calls or anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that guy, He's very unique.
Ooh,
Okay, so
it's not necessarily a bad word,
yeah,
is it?
unique could be good.
Yeah.
Did you like Jake?
He is special.
Whoa, that's
Okay,
not very
Okay, then
good.
it went negative.
Yeah, I don't even know how to really say. I don't know. He's just different.
Do you mind telling us exactly why you're not interested in a second date with him? I know it's kind of weird, but he wants to know the answer.
It was just kind of one of those things. He would just say something to you with a straight face, but to be so obscene. Like
Obscene?
I don't know if I come up with the right word. Okay, for example, he said, "What if I told you I might, with air quotes, have herpes?" What would you say to that?
Wow, that's not even a funny, sarcastic joke.
I think that's awesome. Yeah, I think that's I don't know
Says
why.
the two dudes in this room. The two girls look horrified.
If Jake would have said it to me, I would have laughed.
Yeah, because you were planning on kissing Jake later in the night. No wonder she turned down a kiss.
He said to you, "What if I told you I had herpes?" with quotes. What'd you say when he said that?
I just was like, well, do you have herpes?
Oh my gosh.
And then he was like, air quotes, and just rolled his eyes and then changed the subject.
Really?
And
He didn't
he never
answer
answered
you?
my question.
Well,
Oh God.
he said he was
I would be
telling her a lot of jokes, though.
Was there other jokes about STDs or did it end there?
No. But we were like, I guess we were walking, and then at one point reached over like he was going to touch my boob, and he goes, "Me touchy booby."
Me touching booby.
Christine, can I just say something?
Oh yeah, Christine.
What?
Jake is actually on the other line and heard everything you just said. Jake, do you have an explanation?
Yeah, I was trying to keep it casual because she was laughing the whole time. She was laughing at all these bits I was doing. It was
Bits you were doing.
Not bits.
So you were joking about all that stuff. You were just running bits on her.
yeah. I was trying to make her laugh. She had such a beautiful laugh. I just wanted to keep that going. It felt like such a great energy.
Christine?
I don't like. I'm kind of freaking out. Like he's on the phone because this is like surreal now. This is like
Yeah.
So
I'm
weird.
sorry, Christine. I'm sorry. It's just I was trying to show you the real me on our date.
Yeah.
I didn't want to put on any false airs or anything. I just wanted to show you that, like, I'm a guy. I like to make jokes. I would, be myself around you just like I'd be myself around my buddies.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Friends of mine, it's like they're two different people when they're with their girlfriend, and I think that, like, who are they lying to?
But you have to understand, like, this is a first date. This is like the first time. I mean, do you remember when you said, "Did it just get hornier in here, or is it just me?"
I gotta write these down.
Are all of your jokes just sexual?
And then what was the other one you said? That was, you said, "Whoops! How did that get out of my pants?"
Was
Did
it
you take it
sticking
out, Jake?
No, I didn't
Oh.
take anything out. I made her look, which is,
You made
I
her
mean,
look.
Christine, Jake, did it ever feel like you were on a date with one of your buddies as opposed to, like, you recognize that you're on a date with a woman, right? You have to treat them differently.
I didn't want her to, like, see me as, like, trying too hard or anything. I wanted everyone to just relax and have a good time, and, I was trying to break the tension. I was super nervous. She's really beautiful and has this amazing personality, and so maybe I would, like, threw in too many jokes.
I'm all for keeping it casual, like you said, Jake, and being yourself on the date, but you might not want to, like, toss around, like, "Me touch booby," or, "Hey, look at my crotch." You know what I mean? Like, you might want to wait a little while to do that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Did you find him funny at all, Christine?
I mean, I thought he was funny, but it was like my first time meeting him, so it's kind of like, is this all he is? Like, is he just going to be like telling me to pull his finger like every day?
No, I don't do the finger bit ever.
You don't do the finger bit. But is that you? Is that you? Are you going to be making jokes like that constantly throughout your relationship if you started a relationship with Christine?
I'm casual, but I can also be serious. I've got a wide range of emotions.
It's like he's auditioning right now. I'm a comedic talent, but I can also do drama. I can run bits on you, but I can also cry at the drop of a dime. So if you need me to do that on a date, I can do it.
I wanted her to laugh and like me.
I will give you credit that you have proven that you did show you showed some emotion in the last couple minutes.
Yeah.
Christine, don't you think?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
He seemed pretty honest and vulnerable.
He did?
I
don't know what you guys are listening to.
Oh, she was beautiful, and he always smiled.
And how he was nervous, and how he may have gone too far.
I feel like any dude could land a date with Brooke after hearing this. Because whenever the guy just goes, runs a little bit of game, she's like, I feel like he's in love with you. All right.
I just think he's being sincere.
Christine,
that's all.
would you like to go out with Jake again and give him another shot? We will pay for a second date. Jake, do you promise not to do any bits for her?
I will be on my best behavior. I'm going to take it to business casual.
Okay.
Step it up one notch.
Yeah.
I like it. Put on a tie.
Yeah, Dockers and a button-up. Christine, would you like to go out with him again?
Yeah, I'll go, but I just, maybe I'll bring some Valtrex just in case.
All right. Congratulations, Jake.
I like it. She's got a sense of humor. I like it.
I don't think that's a joke, though, Jake. That's the.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The good thing about today's second dater is that he knows he's not good at dating.
Well, hey.
The bad thing, he's not good at dating. We've got Clint on the phone with us. Clint, how are you?
I guess I'm all right. How are you guys?
I'm good. Now, your email said you know that you're not good at going out with girls.
That's okay.
It's fine. We deal with that a lot. What do you think the issue is?
My biggest problem is once I'm on a second or a third date and I've gotten to know them really well, I come out of my shell. But my first date, I'm always the quiet guy, or I'm like the super awkward guy who will drink 14 glasses of water at dinner.
Right. And how many cups of coffee have you had this morning?
Right? Because you don't seem like the super quiet guy.
I'm on pod number 2 right now.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you emailed us about a girl named Chloe, and you took her to your college?
Oh.
Well, so I was reading in this magazine that if you have a date that's really familiar place where you have a past or where you have a big connection to it, that it's easy to come out of your shell because you just already have this wealth of things to talk about.
Okay.
I guess I could kind of see that, too. If it's a familiar place, you're kind of relaxed or whatever, and you know it, so you're not too uncomfortable.
But it's also not a lot of people's relaxed place is school.
Yeah.
Well, but also I think for me, too, is my college has this eco center and this large outdoor garden and these nature paths. And it's what a great way to spend a nice Saturday afternoon outdoors in the sun.
I'm with you.
How did you propose that to her? You said, I want to come show you my college?
Well, no, I was just hey, it's such a pretty day. Do you want to spend some time outside? And she's like, oh, sure.
Okay.
And then in my mind, I already knew that we were coming there. I mean, I guess unless she said no, but thankfully she didn't, right? So,
Right.
Didn't think about that till now.
I think that's a great idea, Clint. I'm partial to educational dates, plus you get to be outside. Did she seem like she was into it the entire time?
I thought it went really well for once. I thought the conversation was really easy, and I felt like I'm the person that I kind of think of myself as on second, third, and fourth dates, but on a first date scenario.
So it worked for you. You felt more relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Nice.
Awesome.
Okay.
That's good.
Your email mentioned a rose trick. What was that? What's that all about?
Oh.
Trick?
So, same thing in this magazine. It was just people sharing romantic things that had happened to them. And one of them was, I went to the date beforehand, hid a rose in a place where I knew we would end up. And then when I got back there, I was like, oh, what is this? And then you give her the rose.
Oh, Clint.
Do you feel like maybe... Okay, Lydia's shaking her head. Is that too cheesy, Lydia?
Well, I think the idea behind it is very sweet, but were you trying to pass it off hey, I didn't know this would be here?
Yeah, so we walk into the room, and the rose bear's like, oh, hey, what is this? And I give it to her, and then she kind of does did you put this there? And I just kind of played the, oh, we'll never know kind of coy card, I guess.
All right.
Coy, huh?
And how many times have you tried to get a hold of her since your date?
Maybe 4 times.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Now it's been 2 weeks, and it's okay, I'm pretty sure that I've done something wrong.
Okay. You want to know what I think that maybe the date is just kind of strange and the rose trick a little too cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there's so many good intentions behind it. You were trying to be creative. I think that there's hope here.
Yeah, but you don't think maybe trying too hard? Like, I think it may have come off like you're trying too hard, Clint.
I mean, but like, I feel like all of my other dates have been just in really normal bar, restaurant settings, and it's just been misfire after misfire. And so for me, it was like, okay, let's just go wildly off the beaten path and try something else.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Today's second dater, Clint, took a girl on a college date.
Oh.
I was thinking about if I took a girl to where I went to college, it would not be impressive. Hey, here's El Camino Community College in Torrance, California.
Hey.
I took like half a class here and then just quit.
For some people, though, it would just be walking them over to their desktop computer. So at least you've got one up on them.
That's true, yeah. The University of Phoenix. This is where I went to college. This is my computer. You said, Clint, that you got the idea for the college date from reading a magazine that gave you dating advice and things like that. Do you think that maybe it just seemed too planned out? And
Possibly, absolutely possibly, but I just am so sick of like all of the other first dates that I've been on, like the drinking bar alternative, that I was just really eager for something maybe a little different, but also something that where I wouldn't feel like I was odd man out, you know?
Hey, Clint, you ever think about this? Maybe she's dumb. And she felt like you were rubbing it in that you went to school and she didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's better than having wide set eyes. I'll take it.
Wide set eyes. All right, Clint.
Okay.
Here we go. We're going to call her right now, okay?
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Chloe, please?
this is her.
Hey, Chloe, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning on Moving 92.5.
Oh my gosh,
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Are you wondering why I'm calling?
Yeah.
I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners.
Oh.
A guy named Clint who listens to our show. And Clint wanted us to call you.
I remember Clint.
Did you have fun on your date with Clint?
Yeah. Clint and I are probably not really meant for each other, but yeah.
Clint did tell us about your date a little bit, and from the sounds of it, it sounded kind of awkward to me. Like he took you back to his college and walked around there, and then he did like an awkward little, oh, look, I found a rose, and gave it to you.
I mean, he went through the trouble of like planting a rose, like on this walk that we were going to take.
So you liked that?
Yeah, it was a super romantic idea.
Okay.
I just felt weird, like a weird feeling throughout the date.
Like a general bad vibe or...
Like, I realized it probably like an hour or so into the date. He just hadn't taken his eyes off me the entire time.
What?
Oh, really?
I don't know if you've ever really like been in a situation where someone is just not taking their eyes off of you, but
Welcome to every single conversation I ever have, Chloe. It's tough. Oh, I feel your pain. Did he just creep you out? Is that what you mean?
I don't think he's a creepy guy, but like he did kind of creep me out, like it got to the point where like I literally was trying to like throw his like gaze onto like another, thing. Like there was this awesome building you could see kind of like over these like trees. I pointed at the building. I like looked at this awesome architecture, and he like awkwardly turned around so that like I would be in the building behind me.
What?
Like he wouldn't just like turn his head. I know it was just like really weird. He would not. There was never a moment when I was not in his eyesight.
So he was just staring at you the whole time. I think I know what the issue is, Chloe.
Yeah.
And I think there's only one real way to find out, and that's to ask Clint. Clint?
Hi.
Chloe, Clint is on the phone with us.
What?
Hi, Chloe.
Oh my God. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Clint, did you read in one of your little dating help magazines that you should always make intense eye contact?
Yeah.
Intense wasn't the word that they used, considerate eye contact was one of the pointers.
Oh, no.
Do you realize you were just staring at Chloe the whole time?
It hadn't occurred to me, but I do remember moving to look at her and a building. So,
Chloe, I'm going to help Clint out here, okay? Clint is not very good at dating, and he talked to us about it. He read a bunch of articles and dating tips before he went out with you. That's where he came up with the college date and the little rose trick and everything else because he wanted to do something special for you, but he doesn't really know how, and he finds himself being very awkward on dates. And even after all the help, still found himself being awkward on dates. So
Come on.
that's probably where the eye contact came from.
Okay.
yeah. Well, the thing is, once people get to know me, I feel like I come out of my shell and I'm really personable and I'm really engaging. I just, I can't, I'll be on a date and the entire time what I'm thinking is, well, what do you do with your hands? Well, you could put them in your lap. Why don't you put them on the table? You should hold that glass. Maybe put that glass down. I should go to the bathroom. Do I tell her I'm going to the bathroom? Excuse yourself. Don't tell her where you're going, though. Oh, but then she won't know. Well, tell her where you're going. Well, don't tell her what you're doing.
Okay.
All right.
Ben, slow down. You're kind of like actually an average woman on a date.
Yeah.
That's how many things we normally think about.
It's so sweet that you've taken the time to, research dating and read a magazine and, take all these helpful tips and stuff. Just the eye contact, it just, was so weird and kind of creeped me out and all of that. And, I mean, I would say, maybe just next time, don't take so much advice from a magazine. If you just, be yourself in the future, I bet, a lot of girls are going to like you.
Just date people over the phone, Clint.
Yeah.
Honestly,
but I would say that I feel like if you were willing to go on a second date, I feel like now that we know each other a little better, it would probably be less awkward. Or I could, wear an eye patch.
Clint. Clint.
Sunglasses.
You dog, are you asking her out on a second date? Look at you.
Hey, I bet you that's not in his magazine,
No.
okay?
Clint, you just did that on your own, buddy.
It's true. I did it, everybody.
Chloe,
Come on, Chloe.
Clint just asked you out. He manned up and did it. Would you go out on a second date with Clint? We will pay for it.
You know what? Yes, I will.
You will?
Hey, good.
Awesome, Clint.
Look at what you did, Clint.
It goes with Jubal's theory about you should just never read.
Yeah. Stop reading things, Clint. Congratulations, man. See, just a little bit of confidence. You relaxed, and you were able to actually ask her out. That's impressive.
Thanks. Thank you for helping us out. Me out. Us out. I don't know. More words.
Yeah. Chloe, are you excited to go out with Clint again now that you know the eye contact thing was just something that he read?
Just kind of being yourself is sort of the key thing, and kind of being able to really just kind of go with whatever's happening.
So you hear that, Clint? Chloe's just saying, be yourself, man. Don't try too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the meantime, go ahead and Google, how do I be myself? Before your date.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
All right, I chose the email for today's second date update based solely off the subject line.
What was the subject line?
I almost did it with her.
That's
That's what it said. So, of course, you know that's going to get my attention, and I'm going to read your email. Thanks again for all the emails that come in for the second date updates. If you want one, you can email us at brookandjubal@movie925.com, and we will call the person that didn't call you back. Doug, what's up?
How's it going?
Good. Thank you for the well-titled email, by the way.
Thought that might catch your attention.
Yes,
I feel like you
it
might
did.
be in advertising because you know how to sell things.
Yeah.
I feel like he may be in junior high because that's his maturity level. Come on, Doug.
Well, his email went on to say that he met a girl named Janice at the bar. What was it that first attracted you to her? Why did you decide to go talk to her?
Well, I'm not very good at that kind of thing, but we kind of met eyes, and she had a really pretty smile, and so I had a beer or two, had a little more courage, and just walked up to her and started talking.
After that, you guys went on a date, or that was your hangout night?
That was the hangout night. We sat there and talked and had a great time, had a lot in common, laughed. So, yeah, that was kind of the first night.
And then, so did you leave the bar with Janice?
Yes, left there after a few drinks and some great conversation and went back to my house.
And you obviously started kissing, making out, because you almost did it.
Right. Yeah, no, it was going great. I mean, things got pretty crazy and hot and bothered, if you will. And so, but then that's when the problem arose.
What was the problem?
Well, stupidly, I didn't have any, I got the right equipment, protection.
Right. The right equipment. You were A woman? Okay, so you didn't have any protection with you.
Yeah. And so I told her, hey, look, just give me a few minutes. I'm going to run up the street, and I'll be right back, I promise. I'm so sorry about this. And it was embarrassing, but I thought, things were going so great. So I went to the store, and when I came back, she was gone.
Do you think maybe she just rethought it and was like, I'm not ready to do this with this dude yet?
I don't know if she, sobered up or I freaked her out or what. But, I was like maybe 10 minutes, and, yeah, she was gone.
Did you have her phone number? Did you try to call her that night?
Oh, yeah, I've been calling and texting her ever since with no response.
Doug, can I ask, do you sleep with a lot of girls on the first date?
No, I don't.
Can we also establish it wasn't a date? They were at a bar and they hooked up.
It was all the makings of a one-night stand.
Yeah. How much did you call and text her? Because it sounds like a lot.
That night it was a little too much because I was kind of freaked out, like she just disappeared, and I wanted to make sure she was okay.
Yeah.
And so I've been trying, once or twice a day with a call or a text, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, it could have just been too much for her. You just met her that night, and maybe she doesn't do that often, and then she kind of sobered up and was like, I got to get out of here before he gets back.
Yeah, I hope it was just that, not like I was bad or something.
But you've heard no response from her, huh?
Nothing, no.
Okay. And you liked her enough that you want to have us call her back.
Yeah, I'd really like to figure out what went wrong. I was hoping you guys could help me out, at least get some, if anything, closure, and if there was something I could fix, maybe, another date.
What's the worst thing she could tell you?
Oh, God. That there just wasn't enough there to make it worth her time.
Maybe that's it, yeah. She got
awesome.
a preview, and you're like, I got to go to the store. And she's like, thank goodness. I can't wait to get out of here. All right. Well, I kind of hope that happens, too. Not,
Yeah, I know.
Doug, I like you, but I just think it'd be funny to hear.
So good.
We're going to call her right after this song and get your second date update, all right?
Sounds good.
All right, hold on, man.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Now, Brooke, you keep saying that Doug didn't actually go on a date with Janice, the girl that he met at a bar, then went back to his place and almost did it.
Yeah. No, that's not a date.
That's an unplanned date.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I think that's an unplanned
Yeah,
date.
it's two people hanging out with each other, spending time.
It's a hookup.
Doug,
That's a date.
do you think that that's an unplanned date is what I'd like to call it?
Yeah, I would definitely call it a date. As long as we talked and learned about each other, that seemed like a first date to me.
What do you call a one-night stand then, Doug?
I would call it very lucky in my case.
I like Doug.
Now, Doug had to run to the store in the middle of his unplanned date to get some protection. And when he came back, Janice was gone. So we're going to call Janice right now and see if we can get her on the phone and ask her why she left. Doug, are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
All of Seattle could be finding out that you got a small
Thanks for reminding me.
All right, just making sure we're on the same page, Doug.
All right, Doug. I'm going to call her right now.
All right.
Hello?
Hi, is Janice in?
Yes, this is.
Janice, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Are you familiar with our morning show?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right. No, that's fine. I'm a little offended, but I'll get over it. We're calling you because we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go on a date with someone and don't call them back, that person emails us to call you and ask why.
Okay.
So you went out on a date with somebody. You remember Doug?
Kind of.
Well, Doug has been trying to get a hold of you because he'd love to take you out again, but you're not getting back to him, so he wanted to know why.
It just didn't really work out. I mean, I was really drunk that night, and, when I finally sobered up, I just wasn't really into it.
Do you mean you had beer goggles and you don't think he was really cute, or you're just embarrassed by the situation?
I guess just the more I found out about him personally, I just wasn't really into it anymore.
What did you find out about him personally?
I'm only telling you because I think for other women out there, they should also be aware of this.
Okay.
I started looking around his apartment.
Right.
And I opened up his closet, and inside there was a whole bunch of leather, S&M paraphernalia.
Whoa!
Wow.
I was really scared you were going to say dead bodies, so I'm just relieved.
Oh my God.
Janice, Doug is actually on the phone with us right now and just heard what you said.
I can't believe you went through my closet and looked through things.
What? Maybe you shouldn't have put all that leather stuff in there. Maybe you should put that in your dungeon.
That is not what you think it is.
What, that you're not a psycho that's into S&M, tying women up and beating them up?
I barely have sex. We didn't even have sex. I'm in this club. It's this medieval reenactment club, kind of like Civil War clubs, but it's medieval times. That's all part of the stuff I wear. I dress up as King Arthur on the weekends. We reenact certain things. It has nothing to do with sex. I wouldn't have any idea how to use that stuff in sex.
So you're a Renaissance fair dude, Doug?
It's kind of that, yeah.
That's not gonna help in the lady department at all, and that's probably gonna make it worse for Janice. You should have just stayed with the S&M. I'm just kidding, dude. Janice, do you believe what Doug says, that stuff wasn't weird bondage material?
Not really.
Janice, if you think about it, Doug didn't have a store of condoms at his place. He actually had to run out and get protection. Does that tell you that maybe he doesn't have sex all the time?
Well, maybe it's because he just ties up his victims.
Yeah.
Or he's used all of them.
I'm with Janice on this one. I think it's smart. If you're going home with a dude that you don't know at all, you better find something out about him before you get naked.
No, because if you're out looking through his place, you're looking for something to ruin it.
But are we talking whips and like a ball and gag thing, or are we talking like leather chaps,
Yes.
Janice?
No, there were tons of leather inside. There were different boxes. It was all organized. Like, he goes in there a lot.
I will say this. I used to work with a dude who was into Renaissance fairs, and those guys are very organized about their material. Like, they really are. They love that stuff.
Why do you believe Doug over Janice? I don't understand.
Because I just think that maybe Doug is into Renaissance fairs and has it. Janice hasn't really explained to me exactly what it was. I mean, how do you know that it's sexual in nature just because it's some leather stuff hanging up?
Because there were whips, and there was like a gag ball. I don't know a lot about this stuff. I'm just saying it just looked like...
The whips I could see being in a Renaissance fair. A ball gag, not so much. Doug, you want to explain that?
It's not a ball gag. It's like for keeping prisoners in this mock fight thing that we do, and it's not sexual at all. I mean, I keep it organized because some of it's very expensive, and then, and it's just for my own, enjoyment as a hobby. I would never even bring that stuff out. I wouldn't even know how to use it in a bed.
That's just gross.
So none of you guys believe Doug that it was Renaissance fair stuff.
Him.
No way.
Because I'm a nerd, and I know there's people out there with all kinds of hobbies. Come on. Like, I think you should give him a chance.
Yeah, like all kinds of hobbies, like tying girls up in a dungeon, like Janice said.
Well, maybe you go out with him on a real date and don't just go to his place on the first night.
I'm happy to tell you all about the club. I can introduce you to some of the other guys that are in it.
You can go to one of the reenactments, Janice.
They videotape it, put it up online later.
Okay, this just sounds terrible.
What about this, Janice? Did you have a good time meeting Doug and liking Doug until you thought he was a pervert?
Yeah, until I thought he was a pervert.
Right. What if we send you out on a second date? We will pay for the date. You can go out with Doug again. He'll introduce you to his Renaissance fair buddies in whatever basement they've got their meeting at that weekend.
That all sounds really like a bad idea to me.
No, but like if you guys go out on a second date, get to know each other, and have Doug prove to you that those aren't weird things. I'll even get you a ticket to the Renaissance fair. That's got to be like $15, you know?
I don't know how much I'll be into that.
Okay. Janice, we will send you to a highly populated area. You can have dinner, and you can see pictures of him in his Renaissance stuff, and he can try his best to convince you.
If he can prove to me that he's really part of this Renaissance fair club thing, then fine. And he can send me his Facebook link and LinkedIn.
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. I like that. I like that. Do a little online stalking of him.
Cover your bases.
This is a background check now.
Doug,
It should be.
even though Janice still thinks you're kind of a pervert, she's willing to give it a second try.
I promise that I can explain everything, and you'll be fine. I promise.
Yeah, that's what they say right before they kill you.
Okay, stop.
Okay? I'm
Stop
just
it,
saying.
Brooke. Stop. We got a couple together to go out again. Now you're going to ruin it. Janice, thank you for going out with Doug again. I appreciate it. I think you're going to find out that he's not a weirdo.
I don't know.
I hope so.
Me
And I
too.
also think you're going to find a new hobby as his winch at the Ren Fair. Yes. Bring me my grog, woman.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Lydia, before you go out on a date, do you have one of your friends on standby to call you or text you in the middle of it in case you want to get out of the date? Oh, there's an emergency. I gotta go.
I'm still laughing because you think that dating was a regular common thing for me. I have patterns or something. Not I went on 3 dates in my life, which is more the truth.
You were just going, I never want this date to end because I don't know when the next one will come. But I've heard of people doing that. I've never done it myself.
I have.
You've done that?
There's a secret code word. I text you banana, you got to call me right away.
You should have asked Jose in the first place. He's more feminine than I am.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
And he goes out with a lot of terrible people. So, anyway, that's what I think happened to the guy in today's second date update, Jared, who's on the phone with us right now. Jared, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing okay. How are you guys doing?
Good. Why don't you explain to everybody what happened?
We basically met on an online dating site.
Mm-hmm.
Her name's Melissa, and we kind of chatted on there for a little bit, and we decided to go out to dinner. So, I went to pick her up, and she wasn't quite ready, so I went up to her apartment. It was really nice. It was nice furniture and art on the walls, and it smelled like vanilla, you know what I mean? It was just
how much did you check out her place?
And were you taking video and you rewatched it later?
No, but you walk in and you kind of sum it up a little bit, because if you walk in and it's a hellhole, then you're like, oh my gosh, what have I gotten myself into?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So how was dinner with her, though?
I thought it went well. We talked a lot. It wasn't like we were sitting there awkwardly staring at each other with nothing to talk about. But right before we got our entrees, she got a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, excuse me really quick, I have to take this. So she comes back and she's like, I'm so sorry, that was work. There's an emergency. I have to leave now.
And there it is. That's the part of your email that made me think that she had someone call to try to get out of the date.
That's always the excuse. My excuse is a huge emergency.
We're so cynical.
What does she do for a living? Does she do something that's really important, or she would have an emergency that she would have to leave before even eating her food?
She's an attorney. So,
they don't do anything important, do they?
Come on. I had 2 parents for attorneys, and trust me, they stood me up for a lot of dates. Okay? A lot of science fairs missed.
So Lydia knows about this firsthand. Yeah. All right. She could just be busy then. I could be wrong.
It was a little bit mysterious, but I was just like, okay, if it's really an emergency, it's all good. We can do it again. She said, I really want to do this again. So I understood. I was disappointed.
You feel like she was telling the truth, though?
Yeah. I think I have a pretty good, read on that. So I felt like she was telling the truth.
It would have been nice if she at least stayed for the meal.
Yeah.
Well, if you really wanted to bail, why wouldn't she have just, waited till the entrees got there, finished the meal, and then left? You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Yeah. So it was really abrupt and all of a sudden, and I didn't think I said anything offensive or anything to make her.
Yeah.
And part of the reason you date is for the food.
Yeah. I don't care how bad the date's going. A free meal is a free meal. Tough it out.
Right. Yeah. And I also, because I drove, I offered to pay for a cab, and she refused that too. So I guess I'd just be really surprised if she wasn't telling the truth, because she seemed like a straight shooter and pretty genuine. So, I guess in the brief time that I talked to her, it just didn't seem like her character.
All right. Well, we're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update. All right?
Okay.
All right, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for the second date update, Jared is on the phone with us. Jared's date left before even eating dinner.
Oh, man.
She got a phone call, said she had a work emergency, had to cut out real quick. He even offered her cab fare because he picked her up. And she's like, no, I don't need the money. I just got to get out of here. I got to go handle some work stuff. But I'd love to see you again. He hasn't heard from her since. Now, Jared, I was thinking about it. And the fact that she didn't eat her food, and also the fact that she wouldn't have accepted cab fare from you, shows 2 things. Either she really did have an emergency, or she really hates you. You really did something to screw up on the date.
I hope she's not lying to me, but I don't know. You guys got me thinking a little bit now.
No, Jared, I want you to stick with your instinct. Let's not be bitter on the show. Let's be optimistic that there are good people who tell the truth.
I don't like trying new things. All right. I didn't ask you before. How many times have you tried to get a hold of her?
I've called her twice and texted her once, I think.
All right. That's not bad.
Yeah, not at all.
Okay. We're going to call her right now, get her on the phone, and see if we can get an answer.
Okay.
Hello,
Hi, is Melissa there?
this is she.
Hey, Melissa, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on Moving 92.5.
Okay. Why are you calling?
You recently went out on a date with one of our listeners. His name is Jared.
Uh-huh. And you know about this?
I do, because he emailed us and wanted us to get a hold of you because you won't return his calls. And he told us about the date. He didn't go into like in-depth detail or personal detail. He just said that you left in the middle of the date for a work phone call and said you'd like to go out again, but never responded to him. So my theory was you faked the work phone call and just wanted to get out of the date.
That's not my theory, though. I think you're a good person and you really had to work.
Well, thanks. Why does this matter? I don't understand.
Did you fake the phone call?
It's kind of my own personal deal.
I mean, can you tell us something, like anything? Because you kind of left Jared hanging with nothing.
Here's the deal. We met online. I don't know if he told you that.
Mm.
And especially for a woman, it can be a little weird. And I like to protect myself. So I have my brother call, to kind of find out if things are going well or not. So I usually set up a time in advance that he knows when to call. If it's going really well, then I'm like, it's great. And I go back to the date. But if it's not, then I'll leave the date.
I knew it.
And he picks you up.
So your brother called you and you weren't having fun with Jared, were you?
I don't know. He's sort of a creep. I'll be honest.
What did he do that was creepy? He sounds like a nice dude to me. I talked to him. But I'm a creep, so.
From one to another.
Yeah, I might not notice those things. What did he do to you that was so creepy?
When we were driving over to the restaurant and while we were having our appetizers and stuff, he started asking me about my feminine hygiene products.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, which ones you use?
Like, asking me about, because he's a guy, he wasn't sure, how you know what kind to get and how they work and kind of if he should have some at his house for the women he's dating.
That is weird. You're right. That is a creepy conversation to have with a woman on a first date.
And if Jubal's creeped out, that says a lot.
And I've been with girls for long periods of time. I don't like having that conversation with them after 4 years.
Yeah, exactly. But he's super curious. There's different sizes, so do you test them out?
That
what is the right one to use?
Oh, come on, dude.
Is there a certain test
Hey, Melissa, can you hold on for 1 second, just real quick?
Okay.
I have to ask a question of Jared, because Jared is actually on the phone listening. Jared?
Oh, my God.
You can just Google that. You realize that, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Hi, Melissa.
Jared, why would you ever think that's appropriate first date conversation?
I don't know. I'm a dude. I just don't know these things. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I was just really nervous. I don't know. She's really pretty, and I was really excited about it. So I was just I don't know.
So you asked about that?
Here's the thing. First of all, that's the worst conversation. I've never had a guy I've ever dated that ever even wanted to talk about those products, see those products, have anything to do with those products, because they don't even want to think about why you're using those products.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. Have you never had a girlfriend before?
Well, no. I've been in a long-distance relationship for the past few years, and recently we broke up, so I haven't dated in a while.
And you decided to bust out that talk on a first date.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, a part of me was curious because, like I said, I'm a guy and I have no idea how this stuff, you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
something I don't know about.
I don't even want to know how they work.
I don't know.
Let alone, I just
so embarrassed. I feel I'm absolutely mortified right now.
yeah, maybe you shouldn't have called the radio.
Well, listen, Melissa, I really like you. I don't know. It's something about you. I just really like you, and I just felt like I messed it up somehow, and I really,
You
genuinely
did.
disappointed.
You know, when people get nervous, Jared, they might hiccup or talk too quickly, or I don't know.
You also have to understand, I just got out of a long-term relationship, and I just haven't been on dates like this and literally.
Yeah. I feel like that's not a good excuse,
No,
Jared. I just think
common sense, dude. Common sense.
I don't care if it's not a good excuse or not. That's the honest truth. So I don't know what else to say except I'm sorry.
Did you?
I might have or probably did screw something up that I was genuinely excited about.
And Melissa, would you like to go out with Jared again? He thinks you're funny. He thinks you're smart. He thinks you have great taste in feminine hygiene products. I mean, that's what
come on.
Ladies look for in a guy, right? No, would you like to go out with him again? We will pay for it.
Jared, I think that, coming out of this relationship, like you said, I think you need some time and maybe date a lot of women to kind of, get more comfortable. And
Melissa, that is a very nice way of saying hell no.
Yeah.
Tactful.
Jared, I'm sorry. I don't think Melissa wants to go out with you again. You got your answer.
No.
But at least you improved your dating skills, okay?
Yeah.
Melissa, you sure you don't want to go out with him again? Think about this. If you guys did end up in a relationship, he might be the only dude on the planet who's happy to go buy that stuff for you.
I mean, I'll totally let him go buy them for me if he wants. I'm not going to date him, but I don't like buying them. So
Hey,
he
Jared,
can do it for me.
It has been sort of a successful second date update for you. There you go.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I can empathize with today's second dater because Desiree, who's on the phone with us right now, is much like me. She has a teeny tiny little bladder.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
Isn't that right, Desiree?
Yes, I can't help it.
Desiree, hey, listen, I understand your problem completely. I go to the bathroom like every 5 seconds. And apparently on Desiree's first date, she thinks that might have been an issue. And I can tell you from experience, Desiree, as a guy who's been on dates before and has to get up every 5 seconds to use the bathroom, it is in the back of your head like, oh my God, they're going to think like I'm in the bathroom doing coke, like I'm a drug addict or something. You start making excuses for it. Like, I'm sorry, I just had too much water today. I don't know. Like, I have to go to the bathroom this much. I promise I'm not doing weird things. How many times did you get up to use the bathroom during your date?
Oh my gosh, at least 5, maybe 6.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I've been there.
It's terrible. Like, I can't help it. Like, I got there early thinking I can get, like, my head straight, I'm going to check out the surroundings, I'm going to have a couple drinks, like, relax a little bit because I was so nervous. And then I was like, oh gosh, you've had 3 drinks and he's not even here yet. So that's great.
Did you tell him that you were going to the bathroom every one of those times, and what was his reaction by the 6th?
Yeah, because, we were sitting at the bar. What was I going to say? Oh, I have to make a phone call? Like,
Yeah.
so I had to tell him that I was going to the bathroom, and I was just like, oh, I'm so sorry, just trying to apologize and excuse myself. But, like, how do you cover that?
I'd like to see you and me on a date together, Desiree. Like, neither of us would be at the table ever.
The date would be in the bathroom.
Non-stop bathroom trips. But I've done that, and you have to start making excuses. You're just like, oh, and you try to make awkward jokes about, having to go to the bathroom every 5 seconds. It sucks.
Right?
Now, you said that you think that might have been a problem on the date. First of all, let's learn about the guy that you went out with. What's his name, Will?
Will, yes.
Yeah. How'd you meet him?
I was getting my nails done, and my nail tech, who was, like, super sweet, she was like, you would be perfect for my son. So how would you feel about going on a blind date with him? And I was, like, really weirded out because, I don't know this guy.
This dude's mom set him up with you, basically.
Yeah. So I was like, wait, does he still live with you? But, she said, no, he has his own place. But, no, she set us up, and we, like, met up at the bar. And it was great. Like, he was so great, too. I thought it was going really well, except for the fact that I kept leaving.
Did he seem sympathetic at all when you were saying that, or did he seem upset?
He kind of laughed it off the first couple times, and then, like, by, like, the 4th time, he started to get, like, a little annoyed, almost, like, a little frustrated. But, like, what am I supposed to do? You gotta go, right?
Yes. And it's the worst part is when you're on one of those dates and you're somebody like myself or Desiree who has to go to the bathroom, and then you try to hold it forever. Because then you can't pay attention to what they're talking about, and you're all fidgety. Yeah. So then, they're like, this person is on drugs. They've been to the bathroom 5 times, and now they won't stop itching themselves,
Or your knees bouncing under the table. They won't stop because you want to go.
So how did your date end with him then?
Well, like, by the 5th sixth time I came back from the bathroom, we sat and talked, like, awkward. It got, like, a little awkward. And then he just kind of was like, well, starting to get a little late. I better go. And it was only, like, 9:30. So, it was, like, awkward.
Did you guys hug or kiss or anything?
It was a hug. It was a quick hug. And then, he walked me out, and then we just kind of went our separate ways.
All right. I'm assuming not a handshake because he's like, I don't know if she washed her hands or not.
Oh, my God.
And you haven't heard from him at all?
No, I texted him to see, because I didn't want to call him and be like, that girl. So I texted him, but I haven't heard anything back.
Okay. Well, we're going to play a song, come back, call him, and see if we can get him on the phone and get your second date update, okay?
Oh, my gosh. Thank you.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
You know Desiree?
Yeah.
No matter what happens in today's second date update, I think after it, you and I are going to start a support group for P-challenged individuals.
Oh, that's so nice. You can't have any water or refreshments at this group.
That's definitely true. You might not think it's a bad thing, but, it's annoying when you go out with somebody and they have to pee every 5 seconds. My friends get annoyed. My family gets annoyed. My girlfriend gets annoyed with me. They all get angry because I have to go to the bathroom every 5 seconds. And that's what Desiree did on her first date. And that's what she think ruined it with Will. Right, Desiree?
Yeah, it's awful.
Don't worry. I got your back.
Or your bladder.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Are you about ready to give Will a call and see if your frequent bathroom trips did, in fact, ruin your date?
Yes.
Okay.
At least you know if that's the reason he's not calling you back. It's nothing you could really help.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. You need to find a guy that's more your speed. R. Kelly or something. All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hey, can I speak to Will?
This is Will.
Hey, Will, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5.
I'm good.
What's up, man?
What?
Will, are you familiar with our show?
Yeah, I'm curious why you're calling me.
I'm calling you because somebody emailed us to do a second date update on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That person's name is Desiree.
Okay.
Do you remember your date with Desiree?
Yes.
She thinks that her frequent urination kind of was off-putting to you, and that's why you don't want to give her a call back. Is that what screwed up your date with Desiree?
That was definitely annoying.
Was that it, though?
I mean, let's say yes, and just leave it at that.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah,
you can't do
no.
that to us.
We can't leave it at that because there's obviously more to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say anything on the radio.
Yeah, but Will, she's the one that emailed us and is taking the risk of something being said about her. So if you think it's going to embarrass her, then it's kind of her fault.
Plus, she already put it out there that she has to pee every 3 seconds.
Yeah, it can't be more embarrassing than that.
Well, I mean, I guess you're right, but I don't really want to speak ill of her.
What didn't you like about her?
She was off in the bathroom. I don't know if it was the 4th or the 7th or whatever time it was.
Yeah.
I was sitting alone at the table, and I adjusted her drink, and I knocked her purse off the table by accident.
Okay.
And, I picked it up and put it back on the table, and when I put it on the table, it started vibrating.
What started vibrating?
The purse.
Okay, well, that could be a phone.
Yeah.
Is it what I think it is?
Why did it start vibrating?
Well, I mean, I thought it was a cell phone for a second, and then it just kept going. So I looked in there just to figure out what was going on, and it wasn't a cell phone. Let's just leave it at that.
I just want to see him sitting at the dinner table holding that thing in his hand trying to turn it off.
It's not
No,
a
I
pen.
didn't hold it. I reached in there. I mean, I've seen that thing before.
Are you sure that's what it was? Like, you think she's just carrying that around in her purse wherever she goes in case something pops off?
Woman to woman, that
I
would
don't-
be weird.
I don't really know why. I mean, I feel bad for her. I don't even know why it was in there.
You're positive it couldn't be like. I feel like there's a lot of weird electronic products,
That
you know,
could
like those
vibrate,
back
yeah.
rubbers or what, you know, there's like all weird things.
Yeah.
Could it be one of those?
This was not for rubbing backs.
Okay.
Will, you and I are very opposite. Had I found that in someone's purse, I'd be like, yes, thank you. This is amazing.
Well, this thing was gigantic. And
Oh my God.
That's more what it was. You were scared. You had to.
Stop. Oh my gosh, stop. Oh my God.
Will, Desiree's actually on the other line right now. You know that. She's listening.
Will, oh my God. I can't believe you would say that. Seriously, who goes into a girl's purse?
It fell over.
No, but you don't need to, why didn't you just, ignore it?
It was unignorable.
It's not like it has that many settings.
You know what? I don't really want to get into it. I'm sorry that you had to hear that. I mean, you're a nice girl, and your private life is your own. I'm fully. I think you should, by all means, do what you like. You know, I just didn't know what to say.
Oh my God.
Desiree, is what he says true? Are you packing?
I mean, I guess you can't, cover it up now, but, listen, it was a prank for a friend of mine, all right? She was like, you should take it, it'd be really funny, that kind of thing, you know?
I don't believe her.
Yeah.
Seriously. You don't ever do things like that? You think it's funny with your friends, and then you just, do it?
Yeah.
Nope.
No, not friends that I want to keep.
I keep one of those on me all the time, but for the right reasons. So.
Whoa! Oh, gross.
Hey,
Oh my
Will,
God.
do you believe her? Do you believe her that was all a prank?
Hey, man, whatever. I don't really care.
Well, okay. Well, is it that big a deal to you that she has alone time or whatever she does with it?
But it wasn't because of that. It was a prank. It was a prank.
I don't know.
You guys are painting the worst picture of me right now. Okay, it really wasn't mine. What do I have to do to convince you guys that it was not mine?
Desiree, if it wasn't, did one of your friends throw it in your purse right before you walked in the restaurant? Don't you think that's something you might want to put in your car before you go in?
You forget these things, you know?
No, not really.
I think I'd remember.
I kind of wish you would just own it and be like, yeah, it was me. I brought it.
I tell you one thing, I will never forget that thing.
It really, really wasn't mine.
Okay, Desiree.
Sure.
It was just stupid. It was just being silly.
Hey, Will, would you like to go out on a second date with Desiree? I will pay for it.
I don't think so.
No?
Well,
Come on, Will.
I think we have different views of the beginnings.
I think Will was just intimidated by what was in her purse.
got a lot to live up to,
He
my
doesn't want to
friend.
compete with beast mode. That's the problem.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.